were saying the question, like, is it nature or nurture that started this? Like, is the kid crazy or is the culture forced that type of behavior? Like, I don't have the answer. I just have the questions. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, listen, we have been in for a treat. I feel like this is one of those moments in television where you get a chance to see something kind of get shaken up in how we enjoy some of this content. This is Adolescence. We are watching the season finale. I think this is probably going to be one of the more talked about shows, and it's probably going to be a very a prominent award-winning type of project when award season comes around the corner next year. It's been killing it. I think it's got like an 8.4 on IMDb with the series as a whole. The last episode that we just got done watching, episode 3, was a powerhouse on IMDb. It has a 9.2 out of 10 for the rating, just as an idea. And I can understand why. I'm not really mad and upset at that. Rekkai, we are at the season finale, man. How are we feeling?
Man, this happened quickly, 4 episodes, and sometimes you have those series that go on too long. You're like, yeah, they could have wrapped that up in 4 or 5 episodes. So this gave us 4. I don't know. I'm wondering, are we going to get a conclusion to how this case wraps up? And then, will it be satisfying?
That part. Yeah. Well, make sure you stick around to the very end because you already know me and Rekkai. We're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth over the things we've enjoyed with this series as a whole, and maybe some of the things we may be scratching our heads over. So, without any further ado, let's get started. We have achieved the dooms.
We have the dooms.
Oh, the family. I got to give it up to this young man that plays Jamie is just incredible. What were you saying?
There's only been 2 shows that made me really start paying attention to intros or how shows came in. And that was first Game of Thrones. The intros was always different. They meant something. And then that opening piece in every episode of Arcane.
Ah.
All right, so we're 13 months away from when it happened.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that at this point, maybe the trial's about to happen.
Or maybe the trial is over. Who knows?
And so maybe it's sentencing. And not only that, people are so nasty that even though this family didn't do what their son did, they can still be ostracized by the neighborhood because y'all are now the parents and the sister of the killer.
Aye, maybe later.
Oh, come on, love, only be 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
She won't get up till gone 12.
She won't sleep till 12 and the dad's 50.
50, huh?
Fried.
You're dying young.
Dying happy.
I love to see older couples, still enjoy each other like that.
Written by Gene. £5. Can't even buy a pint for a £5 these days, can you?
Hello, official.
That's from Jamie.
I don't even really want to he.
Hey, it's not your fault.
Oh, such dickheads.
Hey, language.
Does that say nonce?
Yeah.
You didn't see a thing, no.
Sorry, love, it's been quiet this
I don't know what that means, so y'all might need to help me out in the comment section.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Come here, it's not your fault, come here. It's all right.
Y'all might need to move, but not everybody's capable of doing that. Just packing up and leaving.
Did you see anything, mate? No? None of you, did you see anything?
Oh, shit.
Right, bit of soap and water, I'll get this off. Can't believe you never saw nothing.
Eleanor in the chat said it's supposed to be nonce, N-O-N-C-E.
Oh, I think.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock till now.
And over there means pedo.
Oh.
Hang on.
Huh.
But they spelled it wrong because, of course, kids will spell it wrong.
Letty, you've had enough of this.
Please, love, don't start, don't say anything.
What am I saying?
She said, haven't you had enough of this?
And it's not happening, we're not having this conversation. Not again, love. Look, they're hiding them, that's all.
Yeah, I'm not doing a great job of hiding them.
Love, they're protecting them. We've been through all this with the lawyers.
So they're protecting him for a month now?
Need your mum to get me work. What would I want your mum to get me work for? Hey, I've got work here.
He's out of work.
I know that, but...
Love, she's got college, hasn't she? Do you want to ruin her life as well? Hey. Because I promise you now, it'll be 10 times worse, and you know that. You know that, love. You know it'll be worse. We've done nothing wrong, have we? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I'll clean it up.
Aftermath, what the family has to deal with.
I'll be listening. Don't worry, I'll clean this up.
Can you imagine the guilt of trying to make sure you don't mess up the daughter? Because you know they feel responsible in some way, shape, or form. He's saying we didn't do nothing wrong, but he don't believe that.
Yeah, he doesn't believe it because he feels like that, he didn't pay attention. If there's something that they could have, how did they miss their son acting like this, doing this?
13 fucking idiots, probably don't even know what it means. You know, it's obviously not Dad, and I just... You know, Jamie wasn't...
I found myself in his room the other day, giving it a hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would they write that?
Maybe Jamie was spreading the pictures.
I can't go in.
I don't know. I actually believe that he wasn't.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, you're all right.
Yeah, that's spray paint, man. I don't know if that's gonna come out with just soap and water.
Might have a bit of birthday cake there if you want some. No? Fuck off then, you nosy old cow.
There's Tommy. That sounds just like Tommy.
Hey! Hey! All right, Nons! Did you see that to my phone? Did you? Nons!
It's directed at him. So I'm thinking that a kid like Jamie could have only ended up being a killer like that if his daddy was touching on him. Is that the conclusion we drawn?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time piecing it, but maybe
I don't
it'll
think
explain a little bit
kids
more.
are stupid, so.
Yeah.
Can't I just say it?
No, you can't stay here. Someone's just vandalised the van. Who knows what they'll do next?
Why would I want to go Wainwright?
Because I'm asking you to go to Wainwright's.
Because I've got the breath.
Please, help me out, love. I'm trying.
All right. All right, yeah, we'll all go.
Yeah?
Take you back.
Hey?
Get the tea back.
Okay, yeah.
He's stressing. He's trying not to crash out.
Yeah.
Hey? Let's get the tea back.
Because he's hurting that they're actually saying that about him.
Birthday treat, then.
Yeah.
And not only that, you know,
It's for me.
if your house gets broken into
Oh,
or
when I was
somebody
a kid.
damages your property,
Count yourself lucky.
it's like a personal affront.
Doesn't even get a tangerine, me. Right, here you go.
Violate your place of peace at your home.
Keep your eye on our house, Eileen, would you, love?
Of course I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep
Make sure you text neighbourhood watch as well.
They're just right on that one side, I guess.
Right on the fence.
Said I, love. That's what you said, didn't you? Please put some music on, love.
Yeah, I feel you, Sherelle. Sherelle said he's thinking of their security as well. Yeah, I mean,
What are you on about?
when you live that type of stress, you go into daddy mode. And the only thing you can do is protect. I can see that.
All right, well, we'll go ice skating then.
You ice skating?
Yeah, what's wrong with me, ice skating?
That's funny.
Interested in solving
Solving
the problem of today.
He's fighting for normalcy. That's what he's.
We'll have breakfast first, though, eh?
It's making me a full English. Black pudding and everything. Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you want?
I want all of it. Ew.
Right? Well, I had no idea that these shoes, they had no grip.
Because I'm bowling shoes.
I mean, right?
It's no better to be safe than sorry. I'm bleeding here.
I'm bleeding here.
Take on me, take.
Is that bleeding here?
You snowed the gob off me?
Dad. Oh, my God.
You did?
Dad.
First time she ever gave me a Frenchie.
Dad!
I'll never forget it. Full tongue and everything.
No, just don't want to.
What do you mean? practically made up.
I feel like something's about to break up this cool little moment of normalcy when they get in the store.
Romance and petals.
No.
Yeah.
Probably people gonna be looking at him saying stuff.
Yep.
Rainbows and dandelions and daffodils.
Because they have to be almost infamous, right? You know.
Right.
See, I love how this is just showing us that they're a regular family.
Yeah.
It's also reinforcing the thing is like, no,
So what
maybe
exactly
it's just
are we
something
looking
wrong
for
with
then?
Jamie because everything appears to be 100% normal with this
I'll meet
family.
you back here, yeah?
Why are they calling him a pedo?
I don't know. Spend some money or something. You're good at that, aren't you?
We are lovely.
He gonna have an incident.
Yeah, it's about to go bad.
Oh, well, no, if it's paint, like I said, you'll want it resprayed.
I can't afford that, mate.
I'll just wait to tell who you are. You know, I've seen photos of you on Facebook.
Can you just show us where the paint is, please, love?
Just up here.
Facebook. Why are there photos of him on Facebook?
He's infamous. That family is.
You know, so you've got my support.
Can you just get me the paint, please, mate?
Sorry, yeah.
I just want the
Yeah,
paint,
sure.
lad.
You should get me a good lawyer, that's what I
Making it
think.
creepy and shit. Right?
You know, if you crowdfund it, there's lots of us that get behind it.
Lots of us that'll get behind it. Wow.
Do a GoFundMe.
Wow. My goodness.
That kid was creepy as hell.
Wow. So I'm saying it's a culture of
No.
that type of thinking. That's what we were saying. The question, like, is it nature or nurture that started this? Like, is the kid crazy or is the culture forced that type of behavior? Like, I don't have the answer. I just have the questions.
But when that kid says, like, he can't even hear his daughter. When that kid said, we'll get behind it, you know, and we've been on the internet and we seen and the scans, the stab wounds and stuff don't match up. Are they behind it just because they don't want to see a good kid like Jamie? You know, he couldn't have done it. He comes from a good home and a two-parent household. He couldn't.
Anything else for you today, sir?
No, sir.
No interest in joining the club? Lots of offers. And
Oh, man, that sucks for the father. Man,
$34.99 altogether, please.
Dad, you all right?
no.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just a bit hungry, that's all.
Even the daughter looks like, you know, life has just been wearing on all of them, but you can
It's
really see
drained
it
out
on
of
her.
her.
Yeah. Her eyes are a little sunk in a little bit. Like, you could just, the weight of the world.
It's all in tires, was I am looking at. We'll have to tell our Jane to come here. It's a great place to pick up a fella.
And meanwhile, you're riding around in a van with the word, for the most part, pedo on it. That's just crazy.
They're taking the piss, aren't they? Taking me for a twat. Come here! Come here, you little shit! Come here! Get up! Get up! Don't laugh at me! Don't laugh at me! Go on, fuck off!
Oh, yeah, that's going to come back. That's not going to be good.
Yeah. What's crazy is
Kill him, though.
that
Kill him, though.
that could have gone way worse.
Yeah, and the boy even said that we were just having a laugh. Laugh.
Man.
Them kids was following him. I think that shit's funny.
Eddie, please come on, let's just get in the van. Let's go home.
He said, we're not even gonna make it home and paint this shit right now. I'm gonna fuck, I just throw the paint on there. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here comes security.
You shut up and get in the fucking shop! Get in the van! Mate, you little weird twat!
He's a full crash out right now. Y'all better leave that man alone. That man been going through some stuff. You don't know what people are going through.
Yeah. You might have time today. Be careful.
You do not know what people are going through.
It's just a mess everywhere. It's just a mess. On the outside of the car is a mess. On the inside of the car is a mess. In their heads is a mess. Lenore in the chat said, you see the similarities in Jamie. When Jamie lashes out, you see in the father as well. Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Trust and know they're completely different from a behavior standpoint. Okay.
It's just like why he didn't want to leave his daughter home, because he's in daddy mode. He's protecting his family. So you mean to tell me the little kids who did it are now following him to continue to mock him? He don't know what they're capable of doing.
I don't know. I kind
He's
of
like, oh, y'all must think I'm some kind of punk ass, like, you know. And then he still was controlled. He got up in that kid's face. Did he harm him? He didn't strike that kid. He didn't even strike him.
This is a call from
Jamie Miller
at Secure Training Centre.
Wow.
Right on time.
This call is from a person currently in a prison in England or Wales.
This is your life.
I just want to tell you happy birthday.
Hello, lads.
Watch, he gonna tell him everything's all good too.
I did, yeah. Yeah. And there's you, Ronnie. I think we're gonna go to pitches later. And then our lease wants a Chinese.
Man, the daughter, I feel so, my gosh,
Yeah, you know the order, lad.
You had any good presents then?
No, not yet. We haven't done pleasures yet, Jay.
Dad,
Yeah?
we're all getting closer, but I thought about it. Dad, I'm gonna change my plea.
Change my what?
Change his plea. He gonna plead guilty.
Huh.
Because, you know, he been maintaining his innocence.
Dad, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna plead guilty.
I wrote to them about your intolerances.
It's fine.
So he didn't even know that he was on speaker. He didn't want to talk to his mother and sister.
Anyway, I better get off. There's other people waiting.
All right, son.
I'm sorry. And happy birthday.
Damn. That time coming back seemed longer than when they went out there. Now you gotta process this.
It's gonna be all right.
It'll be all right. Come on.
Eventually, but not today. Yeah, let that out.
That wasn't what I was saying.
But what are you saying then?
You saw the tape, I didn't.
Oh, she never saw it.
Yeah, because it's evidence.
So she doesn't know what her baby is capable of.
This isn't you. Threatening kids.
So he been carrying that.
Yeah.
I know you're angry. But him going guilty is probably for the best. And if you were honest, you'd see that as well.
When I hope for your boy to be innocent.
Whoa, hold on.
Matty, I've known you since you've had bum floor. We've got to survive this.
Going on about how to treat women and how men should be men and all that shit. I was only looking for something for the gym, wasn't I? You can't keep an eye on them all the time, love. We just can't.
He has a terrible temper, but so have you.
Oh.
I didn't give him that, did I? What did I give him that?
No. But I do sometimes think we should have stopped it. Seen it and stopped it.
That's what he said. It's not our fault. We can't blame ourselves.
But you are blaming yourself.
But when I was his age, my dad used to fucking batter me. He'd take the belt to me and he'd fucking whack me, and he'd whack me. And I promised myself, I said, when I had my own kids, I'd never do that. I just wanted to be better. But am I?
There it is.
On the side of the pitch while all the other dads were laughing at him. And I could feel him looking at me. And I couldn't look at him, man.
Remember his son about that.
Couldn't look at me, homeboy. And then the business took off, didn't it? So, you know, I'd have to leave at 6 and I wouldn't get back till 8.
I was so really I to know better.
You had a good one. Maybe I took my eye off the ball a little bit. But he was in his room, weren't he? You know, we thought he was safe, didn't we?
There's some.
How did I make that?
Come here. We didn't know what he was going to do. If we accepted that maybe we should have done, I think it'd be okay for us to think that.
Big homeless. Swinging on the monkey bars.
Monkey bars.
He'd get it all over his face, wouldn't he? It'd be all over his face. His little face.
Dad, it wasn't me. And I believed him.
Because you wanted to.
Yeah. No, it's not new. I'm probably just wearing it different because.
That is a teenager for you. Did you just kiss my face? Yeah.
I just thought, when else do I get to look a bit nice?
You should put something nice on as well.
Oh, you look lovely as you are.
Oh, you're still going to the picture.
It's fine. I mean, the van looks worse, but you can't read the word on it anymore. Was it them lads?
Yeah, do you know them?
Dickheads, to be honest with you.
I hate language.
Sorry.
Look, if they cause you any trouble.
Dad, everyone causes me trouble. He'll be better for a bit, but then someone's just going to find out something.
Yep.
You know, it's Jamie. Jamie's ours. Yeah, that's good. We can, oh, please.
Prawn crackers for everyone, eh?
Prawn crackers for everyone.
World is covered by us. Watch them preach in sorrow. That is when you let them. With a childlike soul.
I should have done better.
Whew. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Yo, these actors over here, they eating. These actors are eating. They leaving nothing on the plate. They over here trying to get all the awards. This was another really good episode. I'm processing what it is that I just got done watching. This was a tough one, a tough watch. I think I liked what they did with it. I like that we didn't get bogged down in some court stuff. We didn't get bogged down in some weird random misdirection. You know, it just is what it is. What does that fallout look like? How does that affect the family? I'm so happy that they got a chance to talk about Jamie's father's story, because I think I was almost looking forward to it. Maybe even around episode 2 or maybe even episode 3, but they saved it to me what I think one of the better performances for last. Don't get me wrong, Jamie's performance in episode 3 was phenomenal. He deserves all the flowers. He's going to get all of the nods, and deservedly so for that child. But Stephen Graham, who plays Eddie, his father, just ate all the meat off the bone off of this one. This was really good. I like the conversation that it brings up regarding, we're talking nature nurture again regarding, the choices that Jamie made. And the big elephant in the room is, where was the father? Did the father have this influence? Did his ability, did the way he handled anger have an influence? And I guess you're kind of left to kind of think on your own. It didn't give you a decisive answer. The family said, Eddie and the mother, she pretty much said, it wasn't 100% their fault, but you do have to own the fact that maybe there is something you could have done more. They did own that, but I don't think, at least how I interpret it, that it all falls into the father's lap or into the family's lap. Maybe because maybe there's an argument for that because he spent so much time in front of the computer to allow incel culture to infest the child's head. Maybe it's not a nature, maybe it's not a nature thing. Maybe it is. Maybe he was born like that. I don't know. I'm assuming from what I've seen is that, the culture got a hold of him. And it's not just him. I think there was a really important part when he got to the little Home Depot spot. And you found out that there's other folks that think like that think like him, the kid that was trying to help him find the pain. It was like, hey, listen, we can support you. We have a GoFundMe that you could use to kind of fight the case. So maybe it isn't just Jamie is absolutely crazy from birth. Maybe it is the culture. Maybe his father did do everything that he was supposed to do in order to be a good father, and it still just wasn't enough. I'm glad that they didn't go the whole route, that he was this abusive father. He even brought it up himself. He was like, listen, my father put his hands on me, and I told myself I would never do that to my son. I'm gonna make a different decision. And maybe that decision wasn't a strong enough decision to save his son. He's got to live with that guilt. Him breaking down and crying in his son's room, I think was brilliant. I thought it was great. I thought there was an interesting parallel between how the behavior that Jamie has he may have gotten from Eddie. That moment when Eddie throws the paint on the car is very, very, very similar to when Jamie smacks the coffee off the table. Both liquids splatter everywhere. I think that was on purpose. I don't think that was just a coincidence. So maybe part of his father's actions are imprinted on the son, but that doesn't still justify murdering a girl. Do I still feel, and I'm wondering if you all as well in the chat, do you still feel that Jamie is a monster, or is this something that he was taught? Rekkai, I know I just said a whole lot. How are you feeling about the season, the season finale, or the series as a whole?
I see why this series is on the forefront of everyone's mind right now. And I think it was how they handled this material. Now, you know me, I am not one for a whole bunch of talky. I need some action. Like, let's get to it. Let's get to the chicken. But this was a dramatized series. You know what I found myself thinking and I didn't think that I would do?
What's that?
This mirrored The Wire.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Say more.
Each episode was kind of like The Wire took the same set of circumstances, the same problem, basically, and looked at it each season from a different industry, from a different perspective, a different lens.
Okay.
This did the same thing. From the first episode, you looked at the lens from, this is the police side. We trying to get to it. We apprehending a suspect.
Okay.
The second episode, you looked at it from the school side, like what was going on at the school that warranted it, this caused this. We trying to get to the deeper meaning in the school, where even the son had to pull him aside, like, listen, I don't know what you think you're doing, you're not doing it. Mm. The third episode, you see that Jamie wasn't even in a youth detention. They put him in damn near like a youth insane asylum. Mm. So he wasn't in a jail.
Right.
He was in, and he complained about, why you put me in a madhouse? Like, all these people do is scream and shit all day long.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And that's because he's like, am I the only normal person in here? Or what are y'all saying about me if you think this is where I belong? Mm. And then the last episode, you deal with the family and the aftermath of what's happening. And it looked at each seeing around this set of circumstances from a different lens. I did not see the parallels in Eddie's actions in Jamie's actions.
Okay.
Because those two completely different things to me.
Okay.
And I think it's easy to say that because we have a limited scope and we saw a few seconds. It's just like, you know, is a person a good person? They do 100 things great, magnanimous. They're just fantastic. And then they mess up one time. Are they a victim of the one mess up? Does that outweigh the 99 times that they did something great? You know, and even the reasoning behind, the intentionality behind why Eddie crashed out. That's not strange. That's not, he was just doing it just cause. He's not pissed off. Hell, he was starting off the episode trying to get something from his wife on his birthday. Like, come on, let me get a, you know, it's my birthday. Hey, it's my birthday. You know? He didn't know anything about it. His daughter came in and told him, you know, about what was on the side of the van. You know, his daughter was grappling with, well, who are they saying this about? Because it obviously couldn't be Dad. Like, Dad, you know, none of that. And they can't be saying it about, you know, Jamie. Like, what the hell? Why do they keep saying that? And it's a problem. But it affected her. Like, how many times did the daughter say she was sorry? And Eddie is like, why you keep saying you're sorry? It's not, it don't have nothing to do with you. The kids that rode by the house and yelled it out and then followed him, like, that is just some, you know, we were just having a laugh, was you? Because, you know, I don't know about anybody else's hood, but when I was growing up, that's how you get shot. That's how your ass get killed. Was it funny? Well, here, I got something for you to laugh at. And that's not that it's right, it's not it's wrong, but that's just how, you know what I'm saying, the law of the jungle, you know, worked. You know, you, just like when Eddie ran up on them, he's like, y'all think I'm some punk ass? Y'all think I'm, you know, the British words, they use different words, but, you know, you think I'm some punk or something? He ran up on, you know, that's like in the hood, you know, you think I'm weak? You know, the same thing. And not only that, you know, he's looking out for his family. If y'all willing to do this, I don't know what y'all willing to do. Everything ain't laughs and jokes. Y'all mess around and get yourselves out here killed because you having a laugh. You know, he could have completely crashed out. That could have went way different.
He could have gone way different.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He jacked that little boy up and told him, you know, you leave people alone, you don't know what they're dealing with. Shit, that's an immense, after all the stress and all that he's under, that's an immense amount of restraint and control.
I agree.
So that is not like his son at all. His son's like, you don't want to date me? You know, like, it's some different stuff. I not that I enjoy. I do like seeing this angle and how any sane parents would, of course, they're blaming themselves. Yes, it's not their fault. But you get to start thinking back on what could I have done differently? How did I not see this? You know, he even says something to the point where, you know, boys, and, you know, maybe I should have busted in his room. I don't know he's in there watching porn and, you know, rubbing one out. Like, I should have been more invasive. Maybe, you know, maybe there was something I could have done. How did I miss it? Even ended the episode with, I should have been better. And I think that really that is any parent worth their salt. That's what you want, to be better. You want to provide your kids with each and every opportunity they can to be good people. And when you, like, it's a long running joke in the hood that any girl who's a stripper, oh, your daddy failed you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you didn't have a daddy at home or whatever. Because, you know, like any father, you would not want to see your daughter in that type of industry. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that type of industry. If that's what you're into, sex work or whatever, that's your thing, I get it. But that's not what a father wants to see his daughter do. That wouldn't even be what a father wants to see his son do. I don't want to see you out here slanging the Arby's. You know what I'm saying? We got the meats. No, boy, I didn't raise you to do something different than that. You know, you do stuff like that when you felt like you come from a hard background and there's no other options for you. What you try to provide for your children is options. I'm not trying to control what you do with your life, but I want you to go out into the world and have as many options as possible. And where you land is where you land. You're going to live your life. I can't control your life. I can't live your life for you. And if that's where you end up, then I got to love you for you end up. But it wasn't out of necessity. You know, I damn sure don't want to be out of laziness. You know, I want you to go out here and put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with failing as long as you tried. I appreciate these, really in particular, these last 2 episodes were exceptionally strong on the acting. And Stephen Graham was so good in this episode. Just as good as young Jamie was in the other episode. Stephen Graham, look, he's come a long way. He's come a long way from Snatch. I tell you that, boy. I tell you that. They can't all be gems now, can they, Takish? Like, he's come a long way.
That's not Tommy.
He's such a strong, underrated actor. And I know that he's done a lot of work behind the scenes and producing and stuff. And like, even his wife was a producer in this, and she was in this one of the earlier episodes. She played Mrs. Bailey in this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, his wife Hannah, she was in this and she's one of the producers in one of the EPs.
Oh wow!
Just like one of the EPs was Brad Pitt's the EP. Ashley Walters is the EP.
Okay.
So I do like the fact that they didn't try to give us the Lord of the Rings ending and make it everything okay.
Yeah.
Shit is not okay.
It's not.
And and the fact is, we didn't have to go to court with Jamie. We didn't have to find out what the sentencing is. We didn't have to find with it, because that's not what this is about. This is a human story. And it was told in a number of different perspectives to get to the why. And I think in episode 3, we kind of got to the why. And I think the only people that really, I think this episode was needed for the people that still are incredulously don't believe that Jamie did it. You know, like that little boy, you know, we'll get behind you. There's a lot of us that don't believe it. That was almost that incel shit he was talking about. You know, is you know, a bunch of people on the internet, a bunch of kooks and weirdos and shit with just weird shit to say. No, this little boy did it. His feelings was hurt. He reacted wrongly, badly, you know, and got to you did something you can't take back.
Nope.
You know, no matter what your parents taught you, no matter what, you know, you didn't have the impulse control to pull it together when you needed it. And now it's gonna screw you. Seeing what the family has to go through was really a powerful way to end this. I don't think this episode could have come anywhere else but at the end, to see this is how it goes on. And even the realization of Jamie, like, yeah, I'm gonna change my plea. Like, I'm holding on to this bullshit that I didn't do it. You did.
Yeah, you did that.
Sir,
You did that.
We saw the video. Like, oh no, that wasn't Tupac in the hologram. That was you. That was you.
Yeah.
So
once again, I am excited to see what you all think. I'm curious how you all feel regarding Eddie, Jamie's father. Also regarding, you know, how the mother responded too as well. You know, we didn't get a whole lot of feedback from the mom and the daughter in the first 3 episodes, or just it did really kind of seem like a lot of this was thrown in Eddie's lap, you know. But we did get a chance to see what the other women in Jamie's life thought. And I thought his sister Lisa is her name, thought she had some pretty poignant moments, especially towards the end. One of them, she said, it's Jamie is ours, isn't he? It's kind of like owning up to what happened, not pretending that it isn't what it is. The opening scene when they're driving to the store, you know, as touching as as the story is of Eddie meeting his wife and dancing with the bowling shoes on and trying to grab a piece of normalcy is touching and funny as it was, you still riding around town with pedo on your car. Like, you can pretend that that's what it is. I mean, you can pretend like that's not what's on your car, but it is on your car and you are driving around with that. We're pretending right now. And there's something really poignant about the paint being thrown on the car. You're not pretending anymore. It's messy. You might, but there's also kind of accepting. I think there's something kind of interesting about Lisa, the daughter, you know, kind of being like, no, he is ours. He is our mess. Jamie is ours, and we're going to own up to it. And there's a bit of owning up.
No point to move away and try to hide from it. No.
Yeah. Now this is us. This is what it is. That moment, man, Eddie, that gut-wrenching moment, he's like, I'm sorry, son, I should have done better. That's crazy. That just emotionally, it's like, damn, you know, because as a parent, and of course you all know I am a parent, you try to do as much as you can, but there are forces that they're going to be difficult to fight. Like, I was not a latchkey kid, but I grew up in the latchkey kid era where it was different. Like, parents today leave their kids to their own devices, literally. To search and play on their phone and do all that. It's kind of like, you know, parents set their kids free in that. When I was a child, our parents set us free to the world, which is, you know, a little bit different, a different type of danger. And when I was a kid, you know, folks got kidnapped. You know, it was a thing that happened. You know, you mess around and walk around to a van that got candy, you know, well, you get snatched up. You saw kids on the back of milk cartons. There was a very real danger. And I think a lot of folks have this illusion that if you package your kids up and keep them from going outside, that danger leaves. No, there's still somebody, you know, in a van offering candy. They're just not doing it in the real world. They're offering candy on socials. So you can't 100% protect your kids. It's an impossibility. You can't helicopter them to that level. But you just have to realize the truth of the matter is that, you know, your kids are going to face danger. And just because they're sitting in front of their PlayStation doesn't mean it's still not dangerous in these streets and in these social streets. Rekkai, you got that look on your face, man. What's that thought?
I was looking at the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's wrap this bad boy up. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, I thought this was an incredible series, and I think I may do maybe just like, since it's a limited series, instead of doing a deep dive on each episode, I might just do one, and it might be a longer deep dive where I can kind of jump in and out of each episode and then talk about the series as a whole. So I may do that. You know, I might find some time to do it in between Doctor Who and whatever else we got going on. So, well,
tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come find me, patreon.com or youtube.com/Newfromdaville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. If I said it too fast, it's in the description. Whatever we watch, we use this. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, you got to use this right here.
The part.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey, thank you, Chef. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I can't wait to see what y'all got to say. I'm looking forward to catch you on the next project. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Take care. Bye.